This is Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. The game is enhanced. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So yeah, this was one of the most beautiful games of the current generation. One that really did push the visual boundaries of the console. And here with the PlayStation 5 Pro, things are being taken a little further for an experience that looks a lot better and plays a lot better. Now, you may come across some shimmering elements in regards to the usage of pisser technology in this, and this is hopefully something they will be fixing in the near future, as I'm assuming that's going to be their goal. But the results here outside of that sort of aspect are quite simply wonderful. Like, this game looks visually stunning. It really genuinely does. So what they've done is they've basically just combined the visual options here. So we're now just using the quality mode, and it's 60 FPS. So the internal scaling used to be 1800p as a roof, but now it's up to a full 4K. Obviously, the resolution scaling is going to vary quite a bit as you're playing the game. I don't know how visible that is from whatever you're using to view this, but it definitely has a bit of a shimmery and or a little bit of a blurry quality to some of the elements in the environment. At the same time, the picture clarity of elements, like you'd see like geometry and rocks and stuff like that, definitely looks a lot better. That's the big thing here, is the clarity of the experience. So again, once they kind of fix that up a little bit, this is a very, very good looking improvement and kind of an amazing upgrade to this game visually. And yeah, kind of again, just that little bit of like shimmering type stuff, but regardless, I think the water in that looks great too in this. Like, again, outside of the effects issue I'm kind of mentioning, if you kind of look past that, what you're getting here is a much cleaner experience. So it's going to be 4K dynamic scaling, like up to 4K, using Pisser, 60 FPS, HDR support, and global illuminated ray tracing, or sorry, ray traced global illumination is the proper terminology there. And also, ray traced reflections are supposed to be present too. So they kind of just max this thing out. And again, like I said, this was a very, very beautiful game. Visually quite stunning. And now it just looks a little bit better. Why, hello there, bird creature. I kind of just want to wander around this adventurous area, but it makes sense to kind of explore a little bit more on the bird. So we're going to do that. But yeah, this game is really, really quite beautiful looking. I don't know if you've played Avatar prior, but this game really was a visual and technical achievement. How do I put away the controls kind of option there, which is kind of annoying. There we go, now it's gone. Fly, my creature, fly! And yeah, the big issue when we were originally playing this game was the fuzziness and the FSR fuzziness. And I think the results here, just in regards to actually being able to see everything, is kind of amazing. Even flying here, the visual difference is basically night and day. You can actually see the fine details of your creature, your character. Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I do have varying levels of opinion of this game. I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of the grindy element of it, gameplay-wise, because it was another one of those sort of Ubisoft games where you were supposed to go and, you know, collect gear, as to say. Run away, my creature, run! And that's kind of annoying, where it's like, oh, go and do side missions to grind armor, otherwise the game has, like, this aggressively ridiculous artificial difficulty scaling to it, which I was not a fan of, like I said. And yeah, but outside of that, I do know that people really, really do quite love the scale and the magic of the experience. Like, if you've ever been interested in learning everything about the Navi culture, this game basically is like a simulator for that. It's kind of ridiculous. Do I have anything to heal with? I don't think I have anything to heal with. I basically lost all of my health there. So, yeah, for the people that are into that kind of a thing, this is a very, very expansive and in-depth game. It's massive in scale and offers you many ways to play and enjoy the magic of Avatar. Holy! That's what I was talking about, that level of ridiculousness. No, it's just kind of weird because it's like the game just has this crazy level of artificial difficulty to it, based on nothing and no reason other than, you know, just wanting to kind of like force you to go do like side things and gather armor in order to get stronger. It's really, really genuinely quite silly. Got the longbow and yeah, I don't know. That kind of aspect annoyed me a little bit about it. But at the same time, as I said, I know lots of people really love the style and everything like that this game provides, so there you go. You're basically like, humans are bad, monsters, and, you know, save the planet and all that other stuff. And, you know, a lot of, what do they call that? The tree hugging of it all. And, you know, like, honestly, I get what they're going for, but yeah, I don't know. It felt a little preachy at times too, where it was just kind of really batten down the hatches of, you know, humans are terrible every 2 seconds, and it's like, okay. It's trying to make you feel bad for being human, which is really weird. I don't think this thing likes me. I think it wants me to die. Anyways, that was kind of annoying. But hey, now you can visually actually see the game with some level of clarity, and I'm sure they'll fix that little bit of a shimmering thing, you know, that people seem to have a huge issue with, but honestly, like, this looks really clean, looks really sharp. Definitely a much better, you know, picture quality experience for those that have never played it or want to revisit it, especially with the, you know, expansions and such coming for this one. Why am I having such issues on getting out of there? Huh. Uh-oh. What are with all these dangerous... I'm gonna get out of this area. I'm not gonna be able to do this unless I do some kind of, like, really stealthy approach. I'm sick of that. I'm going back to Home Tree. I guess I could go up to the mountains. That's kind of fun. Take me home, Home Tree. Plan Tree. Great tree. The best tree. But yeah, no, they really do have, like, ridiculously in-depth looks at the culture. Like, this looks really, really good. Seriously. Having the, fantasy world come to life like this, the level of detail is ridiculous. I mean, you gotta be, like, an Avatar fan as well, and I mean, the movie's massive successes, so obviously people love Avatar, and that's, you know, hopefully translated to people that are interested in the game, I suppose, but yeah, it really is quite magically detailed. Every little part of it really does go ridiculously in depth to capture the culture of the Navi and the world of Pandora, and yeah, it's a very, very ambitious project in terms of the quality of it. Like, I remember I was doing previews of this and I was kind of seeing it early and I was like, holy, this is a gorgeous game. It's just kind of nice that you're really seeing that. And again, I know there's, like, fuzziness, like I could see it. I don't know how well it shows up on YouTube. Maybe it looks a little better image-wise on there, but as soon as they get that cleaned up, like, this game really is gonna shine. Like, you can see the shimmering. It's like it appears on plants. Like the fuzziness around the plants. Yeah, it seems to hit shrubbery the most, which is fascinating. But, like, the clarity is just monumentally increased too, which is fantastic. And, you know, they've done lots of updates to fix the bugs and stuff, and I can kind of look past kind of issues to see the direction they're going with for this. And yeah, I think in general, people are going to be really, really happy with this. It looks gorgeous. And then, you know, with Pisser taking us further, Yeah, not a bad way to experience this at all. Where are you, giant creature? Oh, you're right here. Let's roll.
Come on, Floof. Let's ride.
Yeah, I think I called him Floof or something like that. And you know, you can go kind of go anywhere in the area as long as you don't. Well, there are tutorial sections that you're supposed to fight through, and then, uh, yeah, that's kind of a big thing. But after that, you can kind of go anywhere, and then the zone difficulty might come and get you. But you know, that's something that's just part of the experience. But wow, I do really genuinely get lost in the wonder of this fantasy alien world. It's always cool visiting these types of places, even if the gameplay kind of drives me a little bit crazy at times. Uh, just like the level of detail, like the fauna and the plants, and just seeing all the floating islands and stuff. It really, really is quite wondrous. I think you'll probably be blown away by it too, just seeing the level of detail here. Like, you really feel like you're visiting a real, genuine place. That to me is the most exciting aspect of it. And you can kind of take it in and approach it however you want. Yeah, definitely. The fuzziness shows up even more here. I wonder that's just the demand or stress of the pisser, just because it's an older implementation of it. Because, like, some of the stuff looks really, really clean and sharp, and then other parts of it, you're like, odd. I still think overall, though, the picture quality, like, getting the modes just to kind of be running this better picture quality, I think is an amazing, genuinely amazing improvement for this game. And long term, it's going to be like, wow. This was something I was kind of assuming. I don't know if the PS6, like, for how far away it is, would have gotten an update for this game, but that kind of was what I was imagining, was this was going to be one of those ones in future console gens that you kind of look at and be like, okay, how good can this game look? Because obviously, like, our hardware isn't there, but luckily we've got the kind of resolution scaling stuff going on, so we can actually enjoy a little bit of a push for next gen now, and then, you know, with there being overhead with the PS6 down the road, a revisit to this, especially when they, you know, clean up Pisser and all that.
Thank you for these gifts.
We should be getting like a really clean 4K image. So it's good that they did this kind of a bump up for this game, because I really, really do wonder how this is going to look on something that's a little bit more kind of intriguing. Oh, I've always forgot about this, where you gotta like move around the tree and stuff. I hate doing that. I do, like, I am very happy that they've kind of fixed the FSR shimmer on water and stuff. I know there's still the impact of things, but, like, water looks way better with this tech. It really does. Yeah. Something off looking on that waterfall. That's where the the waterfall looks so weird. I don't know how it looks on what you're watching, but the waterfall looks off, which is not ideal. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of cool to see this pushing. Basically, they're just taking that quality mode and just like bopping it off and being like, "Hey, enjoy the beauty of this game at a decent frame rate and have fun." That's kind of really cool, and something I always find encouraging when looking at PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced games is actually seeing that sort of experience being present here. My Navi senses are tingling. I kind of want some food. Yeah, it's just like you're visiting this alien world. I just wish it was like this type of a world, but in like a different type of game almost, just because, you know, Avatar I don't find as enticing to me as something else might, like a sci-fi game kind of having this. I mean, it is a sci-fi game, but you get what I mean. Tied to the universe of Avatar, it'd be kind of neat to see this level of detail for something else, but yeah, it truly is one of those like Ubisoft open worlds though, where there's like lots and lots and lots of things to do, but you know, a great sense of open freedom and exploration and discovery and activities and blah blah blah, and lots of characters to meet, extensive narrative, like it goes on for quite a while, and you know, lots of side stuff. And then we've also got, you know, what else we got? We got like expansion stuff to enjoy, and you know, if you're into that, you can, you know, really get into that and enjoy it.
Another. So there's even more out here.
Of course there is. I think I wasn't huge on the voice acting too in this one. From our character. Our quirky group of humans that hate humans. That was always funny to me. This game's gonna look really clean. Like, this is one of those ones where I'm always like, man, I wish I could have been running this on my 4090. Because, like, or I should have put this on my 4090 at some point, because, oh, this game could look so, so good. Actually be a great showcase for like a 5090 down the road now that I'm thinking of it. And yeah, this will be one of my main candidates, I think, for taking a look at with the PlayStation 6 down the road, especially when they get this all fuzzed out, or fix the fuzz out. This is going to be a really, really pretty game. Because even right now, just like kind of going through this world, this is gorgeous. Like, I'm just kind of wandering and, you know, not to mention like flying around with my creature and could like I guess get like a regular ground mount too if I wanted, but I don't even know how you really show this game off properly. It's just so expansive. I guess it's more about kind of adventuring along in the world because there's like the floating islands. We can go shoot things and die at the camp to the humans over and over again. That's always fun. And we can just kind of take in more of the adventure of it. It's also like 4 billion side activities and collectibles and food things to gather and stuff. Oh, the humans polluting the land? Those monsters. Uh-oh. Nope, we're good. I sometimes forget we're a giant blue creature that can move through the environment with such freedom and ease. It's almost ridiculous. You can also go on like hunts and stuff. This game's ridiculous. And then there's the upper plains too. That would be a really good area to kind of showcase. The upper plains is like pretty breathtaking in terms of visuals. Like just a stunning area. Absolutely stunning. Poor Woha indeed. Like night sky. I wonder if I fast travel somewhere else if it changed the time of day again. It's a beautiful game. It really is, like, even visiting these places. Seeing all the camps and stuff. I just wish I was more into this world. That's the biggest problem I have is, like, you know, I'm just not super into Avatar. Yes, I know James Cameron won the box office and all that. That's great for that guy, but, like, yeah. It's one of those people that isn't fully captured by it. So that's a waypoint. Remove waypoint. I'm like, it'd be really good. Ingler Forest. This is the home tree. The extractor base. Okay, the drill platform. Okay, we'll just get a little bit of fast travel here. I'm just trying to show off more areas of the game so you can see it, you know, kind of in action. Even at night, this is kind of beautiful. But yeah, this is the plains area. This is kind of like a second big spot in the game that you kind of go to. And you go here in order to take in the... Wow, that is actually quite lovely. And then this annoying little eat food thing at the bottom. But you go to this place in order to take in like the plains and kind of do the wind stuff. And it's a whole thing in the game. It's, like I said, it's a lengthy story. So you kind of go on and you go off an adventure when you access this area. And so many things to see. And usually the clarity of it is just really very, very kind of rough. And, you know, especially when we had the FSR implementation, it was very, very fuzzy. And I know there's a little bit of shimmering and sparkliness, but again, try to look past that and sort of see what this will look like here, and it's going to be a very, very beautiful game, and I'm sure we'll come back and update it at the current point in time when they fix things. But I still think, regardless, getting quality mode running like this, it should still result in a better picture for you if you've, you know, been playing this and want to revisit and do some more stuff, or if you're checking out Avatar for the first time on the Pro.